Hi, my name's Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of service. In the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2009 F-150 so you can make yourself an informed decision. Okay, coming in on the front left tire, you definitely got some wear issues here, okay? Like you see your outer wear here. These tires are pretty much worn out, and definitely going to check your alignment because that's an indication that the alignment is not right. So just so you're aware of that, the outer tie rod right there is good and tight, and that's important. Your inner CV boot, I'm going to give you a different angle here. Now coming behind the front left tire, this is your lower ball joint, and it is tight. Your upper ball joint is right up here, and it is well greased, so I mean that's a good sign. Now this is your front strut. If you see inside there, it's covered in oil. That front strut is leaking, so you're going to have to change up your front left strut. Your front left sway bar link connected from here to here, that's intact. That, and now your outer CV boot is good and dry, your inner CV boot is good and dry, and more importantly behind it, it's just hard to see there, but if it was leaking, it would be covered in oil because that's a leak point right there. Now another leak point would be right here, and that's good and dry. Bottom of the oil pan would be leaking, it's good and dry. Bottom of the diff, good and dry. I'm not seeing any leaks in this thing at all. Bottom of the tranny, good and dry as well. So leak-wise, this thing is looking pretty not too shabby. This is your left upper ball joint, and it is tight, so that's important. So other than the front strut, which needs to be, if you look inside there, you can see the oil leakage and that. Other than the front strut needing to be changed, there's no issues that I can see so far. Your brakes, you've got about, I'm going to say like 20,000 brakes, 20,000 K left on your front brakes. So you got lots of brakes left on the front on the front left. This here is your catalytic converter, okay? And the big problem is you got two of them, and they reach under there and they go cut, and they reach up here and they go cut, and undo it on the other side, and you've lost yourself two cats, and it's going to take about $1,000 for those cats to be replaced. Now, we are prepared to give you free catalytic theft protection. All you have to do is ask the dealer. If you buy the vehicle, he's going to send you to me. I'm going to put my protection on there. We're going to stop it happening in the first place. Believe me, a whole lot easier to stop it than it is to have to put them back in again. No cost, just ask the dealer. Now you got some rust issues here starting to happen on the corner cabs here. Okay, it hasn't rusted through yet, but it's definitely getting to that point. So just that you're aware of it. Okay, coming back to the left. Now coming into the left rear tire, you got more tread on the left rear tire than you got on the front, and you might want to, if you're going to keep the tires that you got on there, definitely rotate the front to the back, and get your alignment checked as well. Now your left rear suspension here, no cracks, no breaks in your springs. Your back brakes, you got about 20,000 K left in your back brakes. I'm not seeing any leakage in the back here. Your this is another leak point would be in the differential there, but I don't see any leaks. That's good and dry. Some surface rust. Other than that, nothing major. Here's your spare tire, and you got yourself a Class 3 hitch, which is always a handy thing to have. Now you got yourself a ding. Someone said you got a hit in the back here, and what's happened is okay, your backup sensor here is probably not going to work because it's supposed to be inside of the inside, like right here on this side, but it's not because it's been hit on the back there. So you're definitely going to look and be you definitely need to be changing up the rear bumper there. Now coming into the right hand side, this right upper ball joint is loose. You're going to have to change the right upper control arm. Your brakes, about 30,000 K, so lots of good brakes on there. Your tires, yeah, a little worn, not as bad as the other side there, but again, make sure you check your alignment there because definitely got some wear issues happening there. Now coming behind the front right tire, you got your sway bar link connected from here to here. Your outer CV boot is dry. Your inner CV boot is good and dry. I'm not seeing any leakage on this side of the motor at all. Your lower ball joint is tight. Your Yeah, so far so good, and I'm gonna check the other part of components there. Okay, your right outer tie rod is tight. Your front spring, if you follow it up good and dry, see inside there, it was full of oil, it'll be leaking like the other side. So this side is fine, the left is not. The right upper rubber control arm needs to be changed. So yeah, just so you're aware of that. Now, again, just another view under the motor here. I'm not seeing any leaks at all. Very good and clean. Okay, your left rear shock, tiny bit of stain here, but I would not be changing this anytime soon because that's just a tiny bit of stain. So probably the beginning of a leak, but definitely not need to be changed at any time soon. Just so you're aware of it. Another leak point is going to be right there where the drive shaft goes into the diff. See for yourself, good and dry. The right rear tire, a little better than the front. Your right rear shock, okay, yeah, see this, see the leak here? This right rear shock has to be changed, so that has to be changed. The right rear suspension, your spring suspension, don't see any breaks, no cracks, looking good for that. Cab corners starting to rust, but not true, but definitely starting to rust on your cab corners here. Pretty common area for Fords. Yeah, brakes about 30,000 K. It's pretty much 30,000 K all the way around, so you got lots of good brakes left. Your exhaust, very clean, no brakes, no things that I can see. Okay, your steering wheel, okay, this steering wheel is very tight to turn, so you're going to need a power steering pump. If you hear that noise and the steering wheel is tight, so you're definitely going to need a power steering pump. Okay, no cracks in your windshield. No check engine lights that I can see, and you've got, let's see what your miles is on this thing here. Okay, I have to get the mileage up here. Okay, you've got 314, 810, so high, a fairly high K, but you definitely got some issues now. And so you just so you're aware of it and what you need to deal with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor now. I don't see any check engine lights. And your AC is blowing nice and cold. Okay, 5.4 liter motor. Very reliable. I am not hearing anything of any concern in this motor. As far as I can tell, has been well maintained. So folks, that's my estimation of this vehicle. Don't forget to ask about the catalytic theft protection if you buy the vehicle, because we got your back. We don't want to see you lose it. The other thing is, for 20 years I've been putting on a fuel saving device that saves 10% of fuel, and it costs you nothing. All he'll do is give me my number, I'll put it on for you, and you'll save yourself 10% fuel, and it never stops working. It's just I don't know why everybody doesn't use it, but I've been doing it for 20 years, and we're happy to give it to you free of charge, because we just simply want you to buy safe with Eric, and Naz has got nothing to hide. Have a good one. Bye-bye.